Hello, you're welcome back to this channel. So today we are drafting a cut together bustier gown, and the purpose of this video is to show you how I draft my or how I cut out my back princess dart without using the pattern. So I use the front to cut out the back, so I'm going to show you how I achieved that. Stay tuned and watch till the end. And because I don't want this video to be too long, I have to draft out my basic lines. The width of the neck, instead of using 3 inches I normally use on my dresses, I have to use 2.5 inches because a dress with a collar don't need to have a wide neckline. So I use 2.5 on the neck width. So these are my other basic lines. Here is the chest line, the bust line, the under bust, the waist, the hip line, and my gown length. This gown length, I'll be attaching a flare to it. So I'm going to take my dart line, that is my nipple to nipple measurement, divide by 2, and my nipple to nipple measurement divide by 2 is 3.5 inches. But on the bust here, I'm going to take 4 inches. I added half inch to it. While on the other side, I'll be taking my 3.5 inches till I get to the gown length. Here is what I have. So on the under bust here, I'll be using 1.5 for my darts. Then on the bust here, I'll go down by 1 inch. Here's my 1.5. Then on the gown length, I'll take 1 inch on the gown length. I'll curve it to meet this 1 inch I went down with. On my armhole, I'll divide my armhole line by 2. I have 4 inches, then go in by 0.5 inch. I'll take a straight line to meet this bust point here. On each side of the line, I'll take half inch. Then on the bust point here, I'll go up by 1 inch. Then connect my lines to meet that 1 inch. And I have to blend this point. On this line here, this line, I'll extend it up by 1 inch because of this dart we took from here. so you won't have any form of shortage. So I have to withdraw my armhole. So here is my new armhole. Then my front neck depth is 2 inches. Like I said before, because of the collar, I don't want a wide neckline or neck depth. So I'm going to take my measurements now. On the armhole, I'll be taking my bust measurements divided by 4 plus the sewing allowance. My bust measurement divided by 4 is 9.25. 9.25. Plus this dart here, I'm going to measure this dart. I have 0.75 here. Then I'll take it. Plus my 1 inch sewing allowance. So then on the waistline, I'll take my waist measurement divided by 4. And I have 7.5. Plus this dart here, 1.5. I'll be using 1.5 inch sewing allowance. I'll be using 1.5 inch sewing allowance because of the dart, so I'll add ½ inch here too. So here is the hip line. My hip divided by 4 is 9.5 plus 1.5 inch for the dart and another 1.5 inch for sewing allowance, and this is exactly what I have here. So on the gown length, I'll be using the hip measurements, but I'll be removing 1 inch, okay, for the fitting. So I'll measure what I have here. I have 12.5, so I'll be taking 11.5 here. So I want to cut out the back now, and my fabric is folded into 2. Here is the zipper allowance, and here is my front pattern placed on the fabric, and here is the side of my front pattern that has the bust. If you want to cut your back, your princess dart for the back, and you don't want to go into the stress of drafting again, so what I do is I place the front on the fabric and I fold my bust. You know, the back does not have the bust, and what differentiates the back from the front is just the bust. So I'm going to fold the bust this way inside. That is, I'm hiding the bust inside. Then I'm going to pin and cut out. That is all. This is faster. Here is my zipper line. This pattern I use works well for me. This is not the first time I'm using it. I've been using this pattern, especially if I don't have the strength to draft again. For the neck depth for the back, I'll be making use of, let me mark the neck width, the back neck width. So for the back neck width, I'll be making use of 1 inch. I'll be cutting out the lining just the way I cut out the fabric, and I'll be cutting it off camera. I'll cut it exactly the way I cut the front and the back. I've finished cutting out the lining for the front and back. So I'm going to join the fabric separately and the lining separately. So I'll join the main fabric and the lining. I join them separately. Here is the front and this is the back. I join the fabric separately and join the lining separately. So what will happen is that I'm going to draft the collar tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll complete this video. The essence of this video today is to show you how I cut out my princess dart for the back without having to draft it again. And for those that don't know how to draft and cut a cut together princess dart bustier, tomorrow we'll continue the video because I noticed that you don't like long videos and this video is becoming long. So tomorrow we are going to cut out our collar and how to fix our collar. Stay tuned for tomorrow's tutorial and please share, like and subscribe to this channel.